Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, dear YouTube. Good morning to you. And many more. You jump on me one more time, dog. And it's going to be on and popping. Good morning. This is Jamaica with Jamaica Life. And we need to get some vegetables in. So let's go and plant in the garden. So we're here again in the garden. I got some plants that need to be planted. So I'm going to start off with the smaller tray. I got some Sapora Giant, it looks like. No, this is bok choy, some cauliflower, and a couple other things. And then I got another tray right here. So I have two trays, one that's almost done and one that we're going to start with the one that's almost finished. I promise you, well, I can't promise you. I might plant some more. Who knows? Who knows? Let's get it. Okay, wow. I'm tripping over my own feet. So I have my amendments here. I have some blood meal, some bone meal, and some 444. Just regular organic stuff. And I have some rabbit manure. So we're going to get these in. Take my mic and put it closer, huh? Y'all going to hear me breathing. Hope you don't mind. So instead of, oh, this is way too tight, way too close. All right. First thing we do is going to take the broad fork. I'm going to break this up where I want it. Now, I watered this last night, but it doesn't seem to matter. Get y'all. You gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Ugh. Y'all gonna make me act a fool up in here, up in here. Get. You need no spectators. Unless you got hands, you need to get. Go and play. All I'm doing is breaking it up. This stuff is like cement. All right. There we go. Get, girl. Get these weeds out or turn them upside down, which is usually the better choice. Bury them. And you can see that we're only doing a little bit at a time. I do not stay out here when it gets super hot. Believe it or not, doing it a little bit of time works. And you don't wear yourself out. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to chop it up. Get out of there, girl. You're going to make me beat somebody behind this morning. I ain't playing with you, dog. You ain't no mother hound dog, yeah. Crying all the time. All right. You can see this stuff is rocky. Chopping it up a little bit. Hopefully I don't hit no worms. I'm getting these weeds. Not throwing them out, I'm just throwing them to the side. The ones that aren't burying. Sometimes when you think you water good, it only hits the surface. Keep that in mind. I think I might go and get some soaker hoses. But soaker hoses, man, they don't last long. I've done that before. So I'll think about it because I know that it's going to deteriorate. There's some soaker hoses that broke down in this bed right now. That's what I started out with. when I put the roses down. This is a vining. I don't know what kind of weed this is, but it spreads through its roots and it takes up a lot of space. I'm just trying to break those roots up so it'll pass away. I don't want it here anymore. They say it's better to have weeds than to have nothing at all, but these weeds are something else, man. You hear that cracking sound? That's the roots of the weeds that I'm breaking. That's my hair. I'm like, what's that on my neck? Look at that. All right. So we got it pretty much broken up a bit. This thing, I don't even think this works. Put that right here. But now, I use that space. So we're going to do this little space right here. I told you I ain't going to kill myself trying to do this garden. I don't, I don't like doing marathons anymore. That's a thing of the past. So even if it's planting marathons. So I got some uh rabbit manure. Right, I'm gonna sprinkle that about. Mix it into the soil. 444. And you see I'm just doing a small spot. About 6 plants are gonna go in here though. Bone meal for the root structure. It's not a root crop, but I'm still gonna put this down. And for these kind of crops, you need blood meal, nitrogen. The rabbit manure has nitrogen in it, but I've been planting here for years, so I need to put some extra down. And here we go. Now, the only thing I don't like about these trays is it's hard to get these things out. Hard. Maybe I need a stick or something. Because I feel like I'm messing it up by doing this. So here's one. I'm going to put her right here. There we go. Something was eating it on the table. This is a bok choy. Usually I don't mess with bok choy, but apparently somebody got desperate. Here's a bok choy. I don't want her too close to that. This is a Swiss chard, so I don't want her too close to that. Swiss chard usually gets big. Take that brick and move it to the side. Okay, here's another bok choy. Actually, this is 2. Let me see if I can separate them. See that? I ain't gonna get all the root, but I'll get enough. So I have 2 of them here. This one's gonna go right here. Get some of that fertilizer in there. Break it up. Make a hole. And just cover it up. We're gonna water this after we finish too. Make sure you don't put any hard clumps of soil on top of it either. Spread it out. Here's another hole we're gonna make. Take this bok choy and put her right here. There we are. Now what is this? This is Sapor Giant. You know, probably a weed grown with it because it was outside. So if you leave your seedlings outside, other things will start to grow with it. Just pull it off. This poor giant gets big, so I'm gonna put her right here. Get some of that fertilizer over there, right there. There we are with the support giant. What is this? Purple collar. This ain't no collar. This is something else that got planted. Probably that mountain lot, that Texas lilac. Texas lilac plants itself anywhere. Be like, oh, that's a spot right there. Get that one, honey. That's your spot right there. This one is a cauliflower. Get, girl. I know you want to help. I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg and plead, here, pull. Pull on that. For your sympathy. Get out of here. I don't mind, 'cause it means that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg. I am off tune. What are you? All these leaves done fell on here. This is a Rober cauliflower. All right, Rober. I got 6 in already, but I want more. More means more, right? So we put that Rober right here. Just dig a little hole, and it don't have any fertilizer here, so I'm gonna find some. Rabbit poo. Yay for you. 444. A little bit of bone meal. I know what y'all saying. Girl, don't put that bone meal down there. It's not a root crop. Yeah, it needs roots, though. It needs roots, right? All plants have to have strong roots. And here is the blood meal. So mix that in. Mix it in real good. Doing 2 things at one time. Loosening the soil and mixing in. All right, let me get this cauliflower out. Flies. I'd rather have flies than mosquitoes, though. There's 2 of them here, so I'm going to have to plant 2. So we put it right here. And we're going to cover it up. While we're covering up, let's rip some of these weeds. And we're going to cover it. There we go. That's 1 down. And we got 1 more here. Put it down. Dig another hole. Y'all see me struggling? That's all right. It's worth it. Girl, get out of here. Get. No good so-and-so. Rabbit manure. Wait a minute. That's enough. 444. Blood meal. Get out of here. Bone meal. Mix it in. I don't want it too close because these get big. Where's that plant? Here's the planty poo. See how little it is? These jokers get huge. Put it in. Cover up the roots. There we are. Got it in. I got another one. Yep, another rober. We're going to put it right here. Get this weed up. 444. That way too much in my hand. Blood meal. Bone meal. Mix it in. While I'm mixing it in, I'm making my hole. Here's the plant. Cover it up. Now you might think that I'm planting too densely, but that's the only way I can control the weeds. Because these are vining weeds. They just keep on coming. But if they get shaded out like I did with the turnips, well, then they can't grow. I got room for one more plant right there. So we're going to dig a hole right there. Just a minute, y'all, my dog. All right, I was having technical difficulties. So I hit some ants here, so I got to be careful. So I have two pieces of bok choy here. I'm just going to dig a couple of holes. Ooh, be careful with your hori-hori. It'll cut your hand. It's cut mine before, especially when your hand's wet. I just moved the water. 444. Bone meal. Blood meal. Mix it in. And plant your plants. There we are. I know it doesn't look like much, but we got quite a bit done. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 plants we put in the ground. They're right there on the other side of the, they're in between the beans and the eggplant. This is Jamaica with Jamaica Life. We are not in a race. This is not a race. It's a marathon. You got to keep on going and pace yourself, especially, if you're not that young. I'm not old, but I'm not young either. So I ain't going to push my luck. I know when to quit. So I got almost all of this done. What is this? Swiss chard. I got 1, 2. This is not a Swiss chard. Let me show you what's happening. So I put these trays under my Texas lilac. And this is a Texas lilac. This is a Texas lilac. This is a Texas lilac. See that? Which is considered a weed to me because I didn't plant it. This is not a cauliflower. It's a Texas lilac. Texas lilac. All of these. All of them. That is a Swiss chard. So I have 2 Swiss chards left. I guess I could plant them because everything else is done. So I'm going to put 2 more here. Right here. Because that's all I have left. Then we're done with 1 tray. All right. So this is, I guess there's some beans coming up here, but that's all right. This is a piece of what was it? Swiss chard. It was still alive, but I need the space. So I'm replacing it with Swiss chard. So it won't be it'll be in good company, huh? Be like, I remember my ancestors are here. All right. So we got this all nice and loose. Apparently I planted here before. And stuff here since I'm on my way out. We got some 444 right there. Bone meal. Blood meal don't want to open for me. It's like, no, I don't want to go. Blood meal. And I put some snails in here, so don't think I'm putting my hand in the manure, even though it's not beyond me to do stuff like that. That's the rabbit manure right there. Put the snails back in. That's for my chickens. Mix it in. Here's a Swiss chard. That's one. Now my finger's stuck in there. I don't like these little trays. I must be doing something wrong. Girl, get out of that thing. I hear you messing with it. That's one. And I got one more. Mix it in. I'm bringing the water over here after this. Here's this one. This one's weak. I don't know. See, this is why I don't like it. I don't think I got that one. I'm going to put something else here because I don't think this one's going to make it. Let me put you next to this one. Maybe you'll gain some strength from being near. Just to be close to you. Swiss chard. Look at these ugly weeds. Can't be afraid to get dirty out in the garden. Apparently. I'm just trying to cover them up. Okay, I still got room, so I'm going to go and get some more plants. Because I'm not a quitter. I got enough for at least one or two. See that? I'm going to fertilize it before I go, and then we'll just come out here with the plants. So I can put the bag up. Last thing I want is for this stuff to get wet. I learned my lesson from my bone meal mistake. Got all kind of bugs on me. They'd be like, no, Mr. America, I likes you. Okay, we're going to mix that in. Let's go get some plants and put our stuff back up. Let me get these snails out of here. They're holding on to one another. They're like, what the hell? I'm in a bunch of crap. All right. Let's put our stuff up and I'll go get the plants and we'll put them in the ground. I tried to save these plants by putting them on the table. They still got to them. There's 4 of them here. They all ate up. It's all right. I'll just pray for you, huh? Yep, there's 2 of them in here. They're real close to each other. See if I can separate them. All right, I got one here and one here. Put the bigger one down. And then there's 2 in here also. Right there. Get this out of the way. Something's bite. These bugs, man. They bold. Knock some of this soil off. Here's another one. That's 2 down. Here's another one. I think there's 4. Yeah. Or 5. Lord, if it ain't the mosquitoes, it's the flies. I got pine cones on the other property. I'm going to start bringing them in because I heard they deter bugs. I didn't know that. Learning as I go, guys. Y'all know I was raised in the city, right? I'm a transplant. All right. Yep, I got 2 more. Put one right there. I'm going to water this in real good. I ran out of soil. I'm just going to use that. Use what you got. All right. Get these weeds away from here. These things are tough, man. You're like, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going. And I am telling you, I'm not going. You're the best ground I've ever known. There's no way I can ever go. All right. Now we got to move that over here. Let me move everything that can rust or wash away, and then we'll start the sprinkler going this way. I took the gazebo down because it's going out to the country, so I just have to transport it out there. Anyway, nothing to it but to do it, right? That's good enough. So we are about 1/3 of the way done. Still got a lot left to go around the gazebo because this is going to be the garden. Haven't decided yet. I might give that a rest. I might not. But those sweet potatoes ain't coming out till November, so we got to get this thing done. And the gazebo is looking pretty stoked. Looking pretty stacked. Yes, it is. Everything's starting to come up. Everything's starting to take. And my trees are getting watered. You see that right there? That's a weed. I got to get that joker. Right there. Man, I thought I got all of it. Keeps coming back. Y'all don't see it, but I see it. I'll show you when I cut it down. But here's the garden. The fall garden. The only thing I planted over there is carrots. And they're fighting for their life right now. But yep. I am so excited because I got so many more plants to plant. Just another brief look-see poo at the fall garden. We're right there. We're right there. That's where we ended. And we got all this done. It's the small steps, little by little, we're getting it done. Whether we broadcast, or we do it plant by plant. Doesn't matter as long as we get it in the ground. I gotta get some of these seeds though. That's what I need to do. This is Jamaica with Jamaica Life, and this is me planting the fall garden day by day. Bye, y'all.